Programming is pretty cool, isn't it? It's the art of giving computers instructions. Think of it like writing a recipe for a robot. You write down a list of steps in a special language the computer understands. Python, Java, C++. When the computer follows your recipe, it can do amazing things. It can build a website, run a video game, help a rocket fly to Mars. Every app on your phone, every website you visit, it's a fundamental part of our modern world. It's science. Imagine trying to build a car in an empty field. Your own wrench, your own screwdriver, your own welder. That's what programming used to be like. Before the 90s, programmers had a tough job. They wrote code in a basic text editor like Notepad. There was no help, no hints, just a blank screen. If they made a typo, the program wouldn't tell them until much later. It was a slow and often frustrating process that required a lot of patience and memorization. After writing the code, they had to save it, then open a completely different program, a compiler. The compiler translated code into ones and zeros. So how did we get from that chaotic process to the streamlined world of coding we have today? The answer is the Integrated Development Environment, or IDE for short. The name might sound a little complex, but the idea is super simple. An IDE brings all those separate tools, the editor, the compiler, the debugger, and more, together into one single convenient application. It's not just a collection of tools, it's a unified workshop designed specifically for writing software. Think of it as a scientist's laboratory, where every piece of equipment is perfectly organized and within arm's reach. Instead of juggling different windows and programs, a programmer can do everything from one place. The IDE is like a Swiss Army knife for coders. Need to write some code? The editor is right there. Need to check it for errors? Just click a button. Need to find a bug? The debugger is built right in. This integration is what makes it so powerful. All the parts are designed to work together seamlessly, creating a smooth and logical workflow. This means programmers can spend less time fighting with their tools and more time doing what they love, creating and solving problems with code. Consider this. An IDE understands the programming language you are using. It's not just a dumb text editor. It knows the rules, the syntax, the common commands of that language. This allows it to provide intelligent help while you are typing. Let's pop the hood. Look at the amazing tools inside a typical IDE. The first and most important one is the code editor. This is where the magic happens, where you write your instructions. But it's no ordinary notepad. An IDE's editor has syntax highlighting, which colors different parts of your code. Commands might be blue, text might be red, numbers might be green. This makes the code much easier to read and helps you spot mistakes, like a forgotten quotation mark, at a glance. It's like color-coding your notes to make studying for a test easier. Next up is the compiler or interpreter. Once you've written your recipe, you need the computer to understand it. The compiler is the translator. Click the Run or Build button and it converts your code into machine code, ones and zeros. If there's a syntax error, the compiler stops and shows where the problem is, often highlighting the incorrect line in your editor. For example, missing semicolon on line 15. Then we have the heroic debugger. Sometimes your program runs but doesn't do what you expect. It has a bug. So, how does this all work in practice? Let's walk through creating a tiny program using an IDE. Imagine we want to write a simple program in Python that asks for your name and then says hello. It's a classic first step for any new programmer. First, you would open your IDE, maybe something like Visual Studio Code PyCharm. The first thing you do is create a new project. The IDE will ask you for a project name. Let's call it Greeter. It sets up a folder for all your project files. Step 2 is to create a new file inside your project. We'll name our file hello.py. As soon as you create it, a blank page opens in the main code editor. Now for the fun part, writing the code. First, name X input. What is your name? Next, print. Hello, name. Finally, it's time to run our program. In that terminal, you'll see the prompt. What is your name? The program will then print, hello, Bill, right back at you. It's clear that IDEs have completely changed the game for programming. For beginners, they are an incredible learning tool. When an error does happen, the IDE points directly to it, turning a moment of frustration into a valuable learning opportunity. But IDEs aren't just for beginners. They are absolutely essential for professional developers working on massive, complex projects. They are the bedrock of modern professional software engineering. An IDE is the indispensable workshop that empowers you to build better, faster, and smarter. Now that's some cool science.